So I got good news in a text. Auntie has finally written and sent out a letter to report my mom's former conservator. I wouldn't have known how to do that. One of my YouTube friends, female, who's followed my channel for quite some time, often gets on my case about every little thing, and she was like, well, when I was saying that Auntie never followed through, Auntie's the one that originally sent the letter to the conservator months ago and never followed through. She's like, well, why can't you do it? Because there are limits to what I can do, okay? There are things that I can do and things I can't. I wouldn't have known the first thing about this. And I can guarantee you anything that I would have done, I wouldn't have been taken seriously. Okay? There are things I can do and things I can't. I've been gently encouraging my mom, because in the end it is her house and her money. You know, we've got repairs we have to do on this house. I'm beyond, in fact, I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm beyond paranoid. I don't even know what it's called. I was asking my mom the other day, what's this called? The sealing, like sealant, you know that, not sealing, sealant, whatever. The stuff that goes around the wall in the kitchen. And today my mom said it's called molding. I'm like, yeah, that's fitting, because I'm legitimately paranoid, because this has been like this for a long time, and that there's water that's gone behind there. And the reason that I say that, I've been paranoid about that. Church woman today, I was in and out of consciousness, in and out of sleep, because the dogs kept barking. It turns out there were problems. There were problems with the curtain rod. They thought it was missing stuff, and they had to go back and get other stuff. There was problems with the curtains themselves that they had to go return. That woman, I'm like, you know what, Mom? She does so much for us. She spent her whole day here running back and forth, and even ironed. That's how she found out, I guess, the curtains, one of them had a hole in it, and she spent all that time putting them up in our living room. I said to my mom, you know what would be really nice for you to do for her, for doing all this? Offer to take her to see that Miracles from Heaven movie. You know, I don't want to see it. Offer to see if she wants to go. And then my mom's like, well, next week's Easter. I'm like, Mom, the movie just came out. It's not going to be gone, like, just like that, you know. You know, because the woman works, and there's limits to when she can go. But, you know what I mean? I got to show you guys this, though. I'm legitimately paranoid about this, but because I said, well, I had to go to bed. We walked, like I said in the other video, we walked the dogs, and my mom has decided to keep Angel. And let me stress, I didn't pressure her at all. It's getting close to when the foster woman's gonna return. I said, I was looking over at the two dogs snuggled together. Oh, my Angel was so cute on the couch, and I said to Mom, I'm curious, are you planning on keeping her? And Mom said, yep, no hesitation, I might, nope, she's keeping her. I told you she wanted her. Okay? She finally decided, I guess, that she deserves her. Hopefully my mom won't wind up hospitalized again. If she does, I am perfectly capable of handling. I can take care of Angel fine. I've had to do it before. You know? I'm the one I've been My mom does what she can do. She takes the dogs out, but she's not able to give them the pills. I give Angel her pills. That's a big deal. So annoying. You wrap the pill in roast beef, and the roast beef's starting to crumble. And if it's not wrapped around tightly, the pill, she just eats the roast beef and spits out the pill. So like I said, I just put the pill down her throat. It's not like I'm doing that 6 times a day. I still give her the roast beef. Some of the time, if she spits out the pill after having the roast beef, then tough shit, you're getting the pill down your throat, you know. So we are expecting still that storm. I gotta show you guys that. Just gonna make sure. I'll show you my meal I made too. This is what my mom and I had tonight for dinner, and we'll be having tomorrow night for dinner. It's all my leftover vegetables that I had to cook up. I cooked them up in coconut oil. I had to cook them up so that before they would go bad. They're expensive. The head of organic cauliflower is $5. So it's cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, tomatoes, garlic, spices, hemp, flax, and spinach, and orange and red peppers. And this is my broth I made again, which you guys have seen before. That's my broth. So I haven't made into broth yet. I haven't drained the vegetables. This is boiling hot, so it's gonna stay all night going down. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, and I added 2 cans of salmon. Wild Alaskan salmon, Wild Planet salmon. And I gotta show you guys this. Tell me that I'm being paranoid, and I'll tell you that I'm not being paranoid, okay? This has been like that for years now, I think. And look at, you know that there's water going down in the wall. I mean, that's what the molding, I couldn't remember the name of this, but that's what it's there for. It's to prevent water, it's to protect so you don't have water going anymore. Well, and Joe's paranoid about mold. He says he's allergic to mold, and but he told me you can get really sick from mold in your house. I don't know. You know, if in the end you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You don't have to worry about it over here. It's right by the sink where it's all falling apart, and that's where water goes down there all the time. I know that it does. I've seen it going down there. And so you know what I mean? You gotta,
You'll be around the 3-inch mark.
can I change the channel? Oh, it doesn't let you change the channel? It's on. Ah. That's annoying. I need to watch the news and see what's going on. If we do get if we do lose our power, if we do lose our power, It'll be in the middle of the night. I said, Mom, we won't even know unless we wake up freezing. But yeah, there are the limits. And one of those limits is dealing with that ex-conservator. I wouldn't know the first thing. I wouldn't know the first thing. I was saying how Auntie hadn't done it, and my friend's like, well, why can't you do it? Because I can't. You know? You're fond of pointing out how mentally ill I am. Well, that's one of my illnesses. I can't deal with that conservator. Okay? I wouldn't know the first thing. But I'm glad Auntie is finally doing it, because at least we'll have closure. You know what I mean? She wrote a letter. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't know what to say. I wouldn't have any idea. Okay? There's things I can do and things I can't. Remember, I'm the one who got my mom. We went and saw the free attorney. My mom didn't even want to do that. Okay? We at least did that. And the thing is, the months and months are going by. We haven't heard word one, haven't heard a peep from that conservator. And in the end, if he gets all the money that he wanted, he at least has to subtract. So he needed to make up a new document anyway. I'm so glad Auntie did that, because I was going to tell my mom, I can't call him. Remember, I was going to tell him, you got to call that conservator and just say, what's up? And my mom's afraid of him. I'm not so much afraid of him. I can't stand him. And he totally took advantage, because he wasn't even paying the bills, and he makes the court think he is, because why would they don't know, the court doesn't know that he turns it into a judge. They don't know the situation where Auntie was actually paying the bills, because everyone was pissed. All the bad guys were pissed that they couldn't get a hold of they couldn't change the address and couldn't get a hold of the money that Auntie had, because it was, I don't know the deal. They couldn't get hold of it. It was in like a trust in my mom's name or something or other, but it was still, for whatever reason, they couldn't access it. It was under Auntie, and thank God, or they would have got it all. Greedy motherfuckers. He did not deserve to pay himself. He didn't deserve to make that much when he did hardly anything. But you have to delve deep, and the court's not going to delve deeper into that. But and who knows if anything will come of this. All I know is he has all that money, and there's no closure, and just want closure. I want closure. If he gets all the money in the end, or I mean, my mom's not going to fight him. She's like, I'm not going to court. I'm like, yeah, I know, I don't blame you. My mom's worn down, you know. So am I, for that matter. But it's awesome. But so the church woman looked at our shower, and she gets my mom like in a frenzy. I wake up, and my mom tells me she's called the plumber and done this. Mom, and he's going to come and see that maybe he can just tighten it. I'm like, Mom, you don't pay it's a house call. It's a good amount of money. You don't pay that much money to have a plumber come in and tighten this piece of crap thing that you paid like $30 for years ago. Might as well buy a whole new thing. And I had told, well, so-and-so says that there's probably water going behind there. It's going to be molded. Oh, my God. Mom, you should be more worried about our kitchen. That I'm almost positive. And Joe told me you can get really sick from secret mold in your walls and in your house. And I know water's gone in there. I know it has. I've watched it go in there. I know I have a bad feeling about what's going on behind those walls in our kitchen. I'm not worried about the fucking wall in our bathroom. This shower thing just broke, and I reached my hand up, and it's very tight, you know. If there is water going up there, it's not like either my mom nor neither my mother nor I take showers every single day. It's winter. We're staying in the house, and I don't even leave the house. We don't exercise strenuously or anything like that. It's not like play for death or take a shower every day. But the fact is, my mom was jumping the gun. I called the plumber back. He's really cool. I'm like, you know what? My mom jumped the gun. I said, a few years ago, my aunt actually put in a system that we bought. I mean, most people don't pay a plumber to put in that type of system. And even if we do ultimately pay you to put it in, I want to pick one out, not have you go buy one, which was what he was going to do. Like, no. And my mom got all agitated with me, like, Mom, that's silly. Auntie would be like, oh my God, you're going to pay that much money to have a plumber do what I did a few years ago? It's not necessary. And even, like I said, I'm at least going to not have him. You don't know what kind he's going to pick out. I want to pick it out. But the irony is the woman, she's like, you can't use that shower. And I was like, we have to call the plumber immediately. And she did it without me knowing. And I called it canceled. And it's not an emergency right now. Like, Mom, you didn't even shower for over a week. We won't use the shower then. It's going to be spring. It's not an emergency situation. I just took a shower. I just washed my hair. You just took a shower, and Lord knows when you're going to decide to wash your hair. I do want to see the weather, though, and this is batteries running out, so I'm going to read my the text. CNN and Fox News came on at 10. I was on at 9 and 9:30. So it's the same news, so my Channel 5 news. And I like the weather guy, but I don't need to see the same news as when we plan. Text from Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. I wrote back, that's awesome, thank you. Just want closure. Remember, this case ended now 8 months ago. We can't just sit on this. We gotta, even, like I said, even in the end, the very least he has to subtract from that document. He has to make a new document because he has to fix it. And who knows, maybe this will work and he'll reduce it and pay himself a more reasonable amount. Or maybe he'll be an asshole and fight it. There's no saying. But he has to at least subtract the amount that he was saying pending regarding money my mom had already paid to the lawyer. I don't care if it's $100, it's still my mom's money. And it was way more than $100. That's still my mom's money that he can't have listed there that she needs to pay. The court needs to approve it for her to pay when she already paid her out of pocket. So it has to be taken care of. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. And a kiss your bucket feet. Finally did that. Oh, God. And this is what I sent to that woman, church woman. Thank you for everything. I can't believe the trouble you went through today. Because I said you had to go back and forth, and I thought I'm like, how come I hear the dog? Through my earplugs, I would hear the dog screaming, and I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. Is she still here? And she'd been there all day while I was sleeping. She had to go back and forth and do this, that, or whatever. She'd run around. I'm like, Mom, well, we're supposed to take her out to eat anyway as a Christmas thing. And she does so many nice things for us. I thanked her to high heaven, and I also thanked her in this text. But I also told my mom, nice thing you could do offer to take her to see that movie. Oh, that'd be a real kind, nice gesture on your part, Mom. And I wrote her a text, thank you for everything. I can't believe the trouble you went through today. I'd be livid. She's so calm, but then she's got her faith on her side. Even in that recent Irrational Man, it's all laced with philosophy and whatnot. And one of the characters was saying to the other character, who's all depressed and whatever, well, say Kant or Kierkegaard or whatever. Well, Kant or Kierkegaard said that, and he looks right at her and he goes, you don't forget that philosopher was a Christian. And then he mumbles under his breath, like, if only. As in, if only I were a Christian and had that comfort. And when I've said that regarding myself numerous times over the years, what I wouldn't give to have their blind faith and whatever. The things that this woman went through today would have had me fuming. Products being wrong in the package and having to go back, and the expensive rod missing the screws you need, and this, that, or whatever, and she had to go run around. My mom, I told my mom too, next Sunday you should just, give her $5 for gas. My mom didn't have any cash today because I didn't have cash to give her, and I haven't been out of the house. But the woman went to her bank, and my mom just wrote the woman a check. So that was not a big deal. Or the woman put stuff on her debit card, and my mom just wrote her a check. People who are your friends can do shit like that for you if you don't have the cash. So I wrote, thank you for everything. I can't believe the trouble you went through today. And I even said when she was saying oh my God, I would have been fuming. To have problems like that twice. Needed more curtains than we thought for the living room. And it looks really pretty, but there were problems twice. You have to return them, exchange them again, and you don't even know if they're going to be there in the end, and just running around. Oh, I'd be going nuts. Not her. Calm, cool, collected. Spent the whole day running around for us. Oh. And then I wrote, that shower head was cheap and lasted over 3 years. Nothing lasts nowadays. Because she looked at it and said, yeah, it's leaking, whatnot. You need a new one, don't use it. Call the plumber, etc. To my mom, she said, oh, this one's sleeping. I really need shades for my 2 windows. And then I wrote, I can't believe you're worried about mold in our bathroom wall. It's mold that is likely, in all caps,